Hey, everybody.
What's up?
Welcome to Renegades Weekly.
I feel like it's been so long.
It's been so much longer than a week since we've done this.
No, it hasn't. It's been exactly
You're
a
right.
week.
It's been exactly a week. Anybody who's looking back at their podcast feed could tell you it has been a week since we last released an episode.
It's been a long week, though. It's been
It's
one of those
been
like 28-day weeks.
Yeah, it's been one of those like almost month-long weeks. How are you, Joe?
I'm doing good. Just got back from the Jersey Shore last night, so that was fun. And just enjoying a day off by coming down to the ballpark.
By coming to the ballpark and coming into the office. You know what's funny? It has been long. We have played so much baseball since we have done one of these podcasts.
Yeah.
Right? Because we started on the road
Yep.
What, Greenville then Rome, or Rome then Greenville? I can't
Greenville then Rome.
Yep.
Yeah.
So right there, pretty much 2 weeks, and then 2 weeks at home, and then a week again on the road.
Yeah, it's about 5 weeks.
So it's about 5 weeks since the season started. And
Yeah.
the last time we did one of these episodes was probably a week or two before that.
Maybe, yeah.
So I'm Zach Neubauer, for those who don't remember.
I'm Joe Vasile, for those who also don't remember.
Yeah, and this is Renegades Weekly, a podcast where we cover your favorite high A affiliate of the New York Yankees, the Hudson Valley Renegades. Joe, you have spent a lot of time with the Renegades over the last bit now. How was the trip to Jersey Shore?
It was great. It was very rainy, though. That's the thing. I'm looking forward to the next 2 trips to Jersey Shore, July 4th week, and then again in August. Hopefully the weather will be better. It's close to the beach, so there's a day game each Wednesday. Next 2 times we're there, and so maybe some beach afternoons kind of in store.
Little beachy Joe Vasile.
Which would be a lot of fun.
You have to bring a couple more of those Sunday shirts.
Oh yeah, do you
have multiples of that?
I have multiples. I have 4 Sunday shirts, and I'm getting 2 more. They're great. If they're the Roosevelt's shirts. I've got a couple of Aaron Judge ones.
The Roosevelts.
I'm gonna wear one tomorrow. That's an office themed one.
Oh, okay.
It's Kevin.
What is the Roosevelts?
It's the brand that makes these shirts with all these lab patterns, and they make a lot of Yankees shirts. I've got a couple of Aaron Judge ones.
Because when you said it, I immediately thought presidents, and I was like, I don't know that I ever saw like Teddy in like a flowery sort of Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah, but I've got a Major League one.
Okay.
I've got an office
the
one.
movie, not like
the movie. An office one that I'll wear tomorrow with Leslie David Baker. Going to be in the house. Talk about that in just a second. This bobblehead's pretty cool.
Yeah.
By the way, and it's Kevin spilling the pot of chili, and it's all those like cartoon kind of things. It's pretty sweet. And then I'm getting 2 more soon. Spoiler: one of them's a Big League Chew shirt.
Okay.
And it's pretty.
We
sweet.
don't condone chewing bubblegum on this podcast.
No. Please consult your dentist.
Before chewing any bubblegum.
Before beginning a bubblegum regimen. And the other one is a Jackie Robinson one.
Oh, that's cool.
That they're doing too. So I'm looking forward to working those both into the rotation. I wear those every Sunday just as a fun kind of thing. If you come out to the Dutch on a Sunday and you see Zach and I doing the video board version of this podcast, you get to see all of my ridiculous shirts, especially once the weather is nice and I don't have to have like a pullover on over the top of it to stay warm.
Over the top of it.
Yeah.
There's so many non-Minnesotans that work here. There's a surprising amount of Minnesotans that work here. But everybody who's not from Minnesota has been bundled up the last like 4 weeks, to the point where you think we were doing these games from Alaska.
I just
felt
like
I don't 100%
sometimes.
Get it, man. I'm comfortable. I've been in pretty much this outfit the entirety of the time.
Yeah,
brag.
I was actually going to talk to you about that. You should probably wash that. It's starting to stink a little bit. People have been talking, and I wanted to mention it, and so I just
wanted
just
to
you and I
smell like the ballpark at all times.
Just you and I. I mean, everyone always talks about the smells of the ballpark.
Sure,
right?
The crack of the bat, the smell of the hot dogs. I just have somebody walking behind me with 2 pieces of wood. Just keep
cracking
them, and then I supply the hot dog smell.
I thought Teddy Ingram just dumped you in used hot dogs.
Yeah, in old dirty hot dog water.
Old dirty hot dog
Not
water.
dirty is in the sense that you're gonna like die from it, but it's had a few hot dogs in it.
That being said, speaking of dirty hot dog water, the grilled hot dog over at the bistro on the first base side is, it's amazing.
It's like a game changer. So we didn't have hot dogs getting grilled there. We had
burgers, chicken,
we
all
had
kinds
the
of
sausage,
stuff.
the hot
sausage
Italian
is really
sausage,
good, yeah.
and then the sweet Italian sausage. Those things were awesome, sausage and peppers.
Yep.
And it was funny because I don't think it ever occurred to anybody why don't we just take one of these hot dogs and throw it on the grill too and see what happens? And it is awesome.
I know. Working in baseball, you eat so many hot dogs every year, to the point where I try to actively avoid eating hot dogs.
Yeah.
During the off season and then also during the season as well, just because you see them, you smell them.
It's so funny because you and I are so different because I almost get a side of hot dog with everything. It's like, can I, all right, I'm going to get chicken fingers today and a hot dog.
Yeah.
And then I'll just sit there and I'll eat the hot dog without even thinking of it and then get into my chicken fingers as my main course.
But last Sunday, the last day of the homestand with Wilmington, I went down to the bistro. I got 2 of the grilled hot dogs and oh my God, it was fantastic. It really was. So come out to the Dutch, bistro right next to first base concessions.
Come on out. We have hot dogs. What other stadium can claim that?
Hidden gem in the ball, because the
bistro is the hidden gem of the ballpark.
Yeah, when people talk about ballpark food, especially now, a lot of times it gets focused on hey, we've got this wacky hamburger that's got
Instagrammable food.
Crab dip on it. We've got a taco dog or whatever else. Yeah. But honestly, if just on a pure basics level, if you want a ballpark hot dog, first base bistro, it is the best hot dog in the South Atlantic League.
And you can get a pastrami sandwich there. You can get a really good chicken sandwich there.
Yeah.
The sausage and peppers are dope, you know. But just solid grilled hot dog. You don't ever think about that as most of the hot dogs you're getting have been, rolled or they've been on a regular grill.
Yeah.
It's flame broiled grill top.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It's the kind you'd make at a cookout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a hot dog you can make at home, but you didn't have to. Somebody else made it for you, and that person knows what they're doing.
Yes, and that's why it's much better than what you can make at home.
We had a guy, one of our PA guys in St. Paul, Lee Adams, when he wasn't being a PA guy, his job, well, he also does voiceover stuff, but he's the voice of Bosley Hair Restoration. Shout out to Lee.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But what he does when he's not doing Saints games and doing,
Bosley ads,
he is a guide for fishing trips and stuff. He goes up to rural Minnesota and he takes people out.
One of the 10,000 lakes.
Yeah, and shows them how to find fish. And then he helps them build a fire and make a camp out and grill. He
literally teaches a man to fish.
Yeah, instead of giving him a fish.
I would prefer if he just gave me a fish.
Yeah. But we did a live pregame show called Saints Live, and there was one where it was Memorial Day, and I want to say there was some logistical reason that we couldn't be in the studio that day. So I was like, let's take it out on the concourse, let's get a little charcoal grill, and we'll just grill some hot dogs and burgers. And I bought just a roll of burgers, the ones you can get that are frozen solid when you got them.
Yeah, you need an ice pick to separate them.
Same thing with the hot dogs. And Lee looked at me like I was insane, and then during the show grilled one of the tastiest burgers and tastiest hot dogs I've ever had.
Wow.
And just without even thinking about it, he's like, all right. And he's just grilled stuff. He's a grill master. He's grilled things so many times. It's amazing what someone who knows what they're doing, no matter what product you throw at them, they can turn it into something awesome. We feel like we've had 1 million hot dogs.
Yep.
You throw, I don't even know the guy's name, but the guy in the kilt, that runs the grill, if you throw him with a couple of hot dogs, he's going to whip those things together, and it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, no, really, we got that's a real, very basic, really good ballpark food here at the Dutch. I haven't explored everything yet. I haven't had everything on the menu yet. I know we've got the nacho stand now behind home plate on the concourse.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Helmet nachos, baby.
I've been hearing so much about that. I didn't get a chance to try that the first homestand. That's high on the priority list for this week with the Aberdeen Ironbirds coming to town.
Yeah.
But
it's been really funny to watch all the members of the staff who've hit that up too and are just walking around wearing the helmets.
Yeah. No, it's
a classy operation we're running here.
We do have one member of the staff who likes to wear those to all the staff meetings on his head. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, just for protection's sake.
Well, I mean, they can get pretty hairy in those meetings.
Stuff starts moving around on you.
Tables start flying. It's lawnmowers are getting started. It's wild.
Yeah. All right, let's hop into some baseball stuff.
Okay.
Hard segue.
What do we got?
All right, Joe Vasile.
Yes.
We have now played how many games now? 6 times 4 plus 3.
26. We had a rain out.
Oh, that's right. We had
rain out in Jersey Shore. Doubleheader June 8th here.
So my math was correct, everybody. Yep. For those math people, math was correct. What would have been your main takeaways from the first month of the season?
This is an exciting team. The Renegades, if you haven't heard, lead all of minor league baseball in stolen bases, 69 of them through the first 26 games of the year, on pace to just completely shatter the club record. The most they've ever stolen in a year, 149.
When you say club record, you're talking about the Hudson Valley Renegades
The Hudson
record?
Valley Renegades record, which is 149 last year.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's got to be not from when we were in the Penn League and played half a season.
Yeah. But they're on pace to steal 370 bases this year. It's wild the amount of times that this team likes to run.
And it's a good time at the ballpark. Steals are one of the most exciting parts of baseball.
It is. It's a really entertaining brand to watch. They double steal a lot too, which is always an exciting play. And they're really good at it. I mean, stealing it, greater than an 82% success rate, which is really great. If you can be above 75, that's good. If you're above 80, that's really, really good. So it's not only they're doing it a lot, but they're good at it as well, which is a lot of fun. Can I ask
you possibly a dumb question?
Yeah.
Double steals.
Yes.
Those count as 2 stolen bases, right?
Yes.
So if you double steal on a play, you can really only throw out 1 runner.
Yes.
So anytime we double steal, we are guaranteed a steal.
No.
Because they could double us up on a double steal?
No, but so it's a weird scoring thing on double steals. If on a double steal, the first runner gets thrown out, the second runner doesn't get credited with a stolen base.
Was it like defensive indifference?
They just get credit with advancing on the play.
Okay.
Advancing on a caught steal.
All right.
But if they both successfully get to their bases, then they both get credit with a stolen base. And I believe...
So it's like doubling down in blackjack.
Yeah. And I believe if the trail runner gets thrown out, right? So like first and second, you try to steal second and third. If they throw down to second base and that guy's out, the first runner gets credit for a stolen base. But obviously the second guy is caught stealing.
Yeah.
So there are a couple of different ways that it can all go down.
All right.
Scoring is very weird.
It is very weird.
There's a lot of like weird nuances.
Having had to string a couple of games, I've noticed that scoring is very weird.
Yeah.
There have been a lot of conversations that I've been in the middle of between like MLB and the official scoring and making sure that we are on the same page with earned runs and non-earned runs. And it is kind of fascinating because you don't ever really think about that when you're watching a game, that like there's a lot of people trying to figure out how to correctly do something.
Yeah, and not only that, you haven't even had to deal with an earned run against a pitcher, but it's a team unearned run, which is a whole other nuance into the scoring rules. Yeah, it's crazy. It's not for this podcast.
No.
Anyway.
That's for like... There's probably an audio book that's probably better for that. Like 16 hours of nonstop baseball scoring decisions.
Yes, just Ken Burns narrating. It'll be great. But
the lead runner was thrown out, but the trail runner was safe at second. But then he tripped and was injured and was replaced. That is Article 17B, Row X 14-11, that states that all members will be shot.
Shot.
It's a very weird thing that happens, but
it's pretty brutal.
It's in the rule book, Joe.
I'm glad that almost never happens. Yeah. But anyway, in addition to that,
in the rule book that says you have to shoot anymore.
Yeah.
Except for this one.
Except for this one rule.
Yeah.
But the other thing is that the pitching has been really solid. It's been really impressive, especially the starters.
Mm-hmm.
Will Warren, Beck Way, Matt Sauer have all looked good. In their first couple of turns through the rotation. We saw TJ Sakema for the first time yesterday. 2 perfect innings against Jersey Shore in game 1 of the doubleheader. And, for him, that was his first outing in over 1,000 days since July of 2019. He missed all of last year with an injury, but he came back, and man, did he look good yesterday. Edgar Barclay has looked good as both a starter and a reliever. And there's just a parade of guys who throw hard and have these wipeout sliders. And whoever it is coming in out of the bullpen or whoever it is starting for the Renegades, you're going to see someone who has some really electric stuff. And that's always fun to watch. And hitting, it's a team that can hit. You've got Trey Sweeney, the first-round pick for the Yankees last year.
He's got a really nice swing.
He does. He really does. He missed some time with an injury on the last homestand, but he's been back. He had 3 doubles in his last 3 games against Jersey Shore, including a go-ahead double on Thursday that gave the Renegades eventually a 7-4 win. Austin Wells has been tearing the cover off the ball, and he's looked really good behind home plate. A lot was made about his defense and trying to improve that, and he really has made those strides. And even talking to a couple of scouts who have seen him play this year, they've all noticed, he's made a lot of strides behind home plate, and he looks good in that phase of the game. Everson Pereira is a really fun player to watch as well in center field, and then also up at the plate. And Cooper Bowman has been really good to start the year as well. One of the best in the South Atlantic League at getting on base. He works walks. He's got some good power, and tied for the league lead in stolen bases.
Yeah, another one that I've really enjoyed watching is Aldenis Sanchez. Am I saying his name right? Aldenis Sanchez. Aldenis. Okay. He plays the game. Like, I don't think there's been a ball hit to a gap that he hasn't lost his hat or his helmet, whether he hit it or whether he's chasing it. And I just love seeing that. And I love, he feels like he's got a zest for the game. Mm-hmm. He's been one of those that I've really, really enjoyed watching.
Yeah, he plays with so much emotion. out on the field. He's always,
he's having a good time.
Yeah.
Though. It's not like angry emotion.
No,
like,
it's not.
Hey, I'm having a good time.
No, it's the kind of stuff that you love to see.
Yeah.
He's out there. He's having fun. He obviously cares. He's hustling all the time, and he's a lot of fun to watch play. Just kind of a real throwback player with his game. And the way that he goes, and then watching the hat fly off or the helmet fly off as he's rounding first, heading for second. It's a lot of fun to watch him play.
It reminds me of like playing in Little League where I'm not saying I ever did this, but every now and again you'd see guys, they'd hit a ball to the gap and they'd knock their helmet off so they could run without it. And like, it almost has that vibe where he's going so hard and the thing goes flying. It's great. No, it's like vintage baseball for me watching him play specifically because there's so much energy, there's so much personality.
Yep.
It doesn't feel like dry toast out there.
Yeah, no.
He's out there playing the game with some fervor and playing the game with some love, which I'm weighing.
Yeah, no, he loves it, and the guys love him in the clubhouse. He's just a really good guy to have on the team, and if you haven't come out and watched him play, like you're going to enjoy watching Sanchez play so much because of the way that he plays the game, and I mean we saw a lot of that personality. Right, the one day we were doing something for the video board, wanted to talk with someone, and he just grabbed the mic and started interviewing Austin Wells, and it
we're
was
using this.
Yeah, it was so much
don't
fun.
Don't swear, we're using this.
and they didn't, and it was so much fun to kind of watch that happen and to see it kind of organically, all come about, and that's really what things are all about, kind of at this level and guys figuring things out, working on things for their career to keep progressing through the system, but also going out there and having fun and playing for the love of the game, which I think, 30 guys on the active roster, and you got 30 guys who are out there playing because they really love baseball and because, they want to continue the progression in their careers.
And speaking of a guy you've already mentioned, I just wanted to bring it back up, but Trey Sweeney, when he steps into the box, feels like he's going to hit a home run every single time. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I've not, like I was here last year when Volpe was here and when we had Peraza, but there's something about Trey Sweeney when he walks in, and maybe it's just he's a tall, imposing kid who's got a left-handed bat, but there's something about when he walks into the box, he is the most dangerous-looking hitter that I've seen. Like, step into the box here, and it's kind of nuts to think about.
Well, he's just got that free and easy swing from the left side that generates so much power, and he's got a lot of power to his pull side as well. I mean, talking about the doubles that he was hitting at Jersey Shore, it just ropes to the gap down the right field line. Just really a lot of power when he's able to turn on a ball inside. We've seen him hit a couple of massive home runs this year as well on the first road trip, a couple, and then I believe he had one here at Dutchess Stadium against Wilmington, or maybe it was early on in the series with Jersey Shore. I know he's got 3. I think it was here at the Dutch against Wilmington was when he hit his
I think
third.
You're right. I'm like circling through my Rolodex of highlights right now, and I'm pretty sure he got one out.
Yeah, so he's just got a very free and easy swing, and like it doesn't look like there's a ton of effort, but then the ball just boom rockets off his bat.
Explodes off of it.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that is just very. It's very fluid to watch him swing, and you could just see, like, left-handed batters, they all have these really pretty swings, and Sweeney's just another
the
one.
Ken Griffey Jr. of it all.
Exactly.
Just a gorgeous, pretty. It's because they swing with the rotation of the earth or something. Do you ever hear that? Oh, no.
No.
There was this thing that I swear it was a thing that was said a lot, but it was that lefty pitchers, the reason they're ball tails is because they throw with the rotation of the earth. That was a thing that my coaches said all the time when I was growing up. And I'm pretty sure it's not true because it depends on where you're standing.
Yeah. You mean facing in the opposite direction.
Yeah,
and
then it doesn't tail.
You're going against the direction of the earth. Like, I don't.
All right. You ever start saying something and realize, like, hey, maybe that was
well, it's not
bogus?
It's not your fault. It's your coach's fault.
No, but
I'm
30-something years old. I should probably have realized before now that doesn't make sense physics-wise.
I don't know, I guess.
Yeah. I guess if you've never really put any thought into something, and then all of a sudden you do, like it doesn't matter what age that happens at.
Yeah, it could be anything.
Anyway, TJ Sakema is the plan? Sikkema? How am I saying this?
Sakema.
I said it right.
Yep.
Is the plan that he's going to stretch into a starter, or is he going to be a bullpen guy?
Yeah, the plan is to stretch him out into a starter. In fact, after he came out of the game yesterday, he went out to the bullpen and got a few more pitches in.
Got it.
It was just. Because of the back-to-back rainouts Friday and Saturday, there were a lot of guys that needed to throw yesterday during the doubleheaders. So not wanting to push him too far. He threw 26 pitches in 2 innings. It was his first professional appearance in almost 3 years, so want to kind of slowly bring him back along. But I believe the plan is to bring him along as a starter. He is slated to throw in the upcoming series with Aberdeen this week, so he's going to be another starter. I believe it's Saturday. That's the day that he's supposed to start. So I could be wrong about that. I have to double check
some check-ins,
the information. But, that info will be available on hvrenegades.com.
Nice little plug there.
But yeah, no, that is the plan. He was the 38th overall pick by the Yankees in 2018. It was a supplemental first-round pick. In fact, he was picked 8 picks after Anthony Volpe in that draft. That's how highly he was taken in the draft. And he looked really good yesterday. I mean, for a guy who we knew, he felt like he was ready. He was itching to go. Just a fiery competitor. And he just went out there yesterday, and I don't think you could have asked for a better outing from him than what you got yesterday. He was just really tremendous. He kept hitters off balance, showcased 4 pitches, fastball, changeup, slider, curveball. And he just varies the arm angles up. He's kind of here, then he's here, then he's here. Like, he keeps hitters guessing, and not only that, but he's got really good stuff too. Like, he was throwing 95 from the left side yesterday, which is, I mean, it was hard to tell. The radar gun was a little off at the ballpark, so I'm kind of adding a couple miles on, because I was told it was about 4 miles an hour slow. And
they used 2 radar guns, one for the home team, one for the away team.
No, but
some shifty
it was
happening in Jersey.
It was off on them too.
Sure.
But
throwing 120.
Yeah, but
your guys are only coming in 95.
Yeah, it was really impressive to watch him pitch yesterday. It really was.
I figured it was worth asking just because, you know, it was his first time in a while, but you see a guy come in, start the game, go 2 innings, and he had really explosive stuff. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you're like, all right, maybe they just wanted to guarantee a bullpen guy that he could go out there without having the pressure of, like, you know, the score or whatever, and give him a couple innings right off the bat just to get him warmed up. But it looked, the bits that I saw, he looked really good. So I think I'm excited to see him pitch, especially in a more elongated, stretched out fashion.
Yeah, me too. And like I said, I believe Saturday is when he's slated to throw. So that's going to be exciting on top of everything else going on Saturday also.
Very cool. What do you know about Aberdeen? We got Aberdeen coming into town.
They're good.
Yeah.
They are the best team in the South Atlantic League. They're 19-6 to start the season. They are on fire. They've got great pitching. They've got good enough hitting. And, I mean, they're legitimately good. I think the Renegades are a very good team, but I think Aberdeen is probably 1-1A with Hudson Valley in the North Division of the South Atlantic League. I think having now seen Wilmington, having seen Brooklyn, having seen Jersey Shore, even though we lost the series with Jersey Shore 3-2, I think we're a better team than Jersey Shore. I think we're better than Brooklyn. I think we're better than Wilmington. But from everything I've heard from people who have seen Aberdeen, they are legitimately good, and I think we're legitimately good. So you're looking at 2 teams that are both very good. So this should be a really competitive series, and it'll give us a good idea of who is the favorite in the first half of the South Atlantic League in the North Division. It should be very interesting to see. Greensboro has not been playing that well. They've got some hitters, although reports are saying that they're going to lose the number 1 overall draft pick from last year, Henry Davis, looking like he's going to be promoted up to Double-A. So that'll probably hurt Greensboro a little bit. But I think overall, this should be a really competitive series because Aberdeen has some really good pitching. The Orioles minor league system in general is much improved from where it was a couple of years ago. And I know last year Aberdeen was the only team that really challenged the Renegades throughout the full season. And even so, it was, you know, by about July, they never really got close.
Yeah, they started out hot and then kind of were toast by the end, but they were still competitive, but they weren't like challenging really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but it should be a really fun series between these 2 teams because I think Aberdeen's a very good team, and it should pose a tough challenge for the Renegades, who, for the talent on the hitting side, for the talent on the pitching side, the consistency has kind of been the thing of, all right, there have been games where they've hit and pitched well at the same time, but that hasn't necessarily been the consistent thing this year. they've pitched really well, but the bats haven't shown up. They've hit really well, but it was an off day for the pitching. So when that all comes together, which I think will be soon, I think that, as Michael Jordan once said, the ceiling is the roof for this team, and they could just really take off.
The ceiling is the roof.
Yeah.
I guess that's true for most.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess most places have an attic.
Listen, I'm just quoting Michael Jordan.
If you're in the attic, then the ceiling would be the roof.
What about in the suites? We're in a suite recording this. Is the ceiling? The ceiling isn't the roof. The ceiling is.
No, the ceiling's definitely not the roof.
That would be really bad. Those are just.
No, they're just tiles.
Those are just tiles. That would be very.
We have a drop ceiling in here,
Yeah.
and then there is like a metal roof up on top. So in here, the ceiling is not the roof.
Well,
the roof is higher.
The real ceiling is the roof, but the fake ceiling is not the roof.
Okay, so any roof is always the real ceiling. Because everything below it is a fake ceiling.
But is a drop ceiling a real ceiling?
I mean,
sound
it's
off
over
in the
us.
comments on this video.
Yeah,
is a drop
let us
ceiling a
know.
real ceiling, or is it a fake
This
ceiling?
is definitely a good use of your typing time. Type of whether a drop ceiling is a ceiling.
Best answer gets.
What else are you going to do? Spreadsheets?
Yeah. Work.
Yeah, come on now.
It's Monday. Who works on a Monday?
Yeah. Mondays. That's why Garfield hated him. He loves work.
Yeah. Loves lasagna, loves work, hates Mondays.
All right, let's hop into what kind of fun stuff we've got going on here.
All right, yeah, what kind of slick stuff we got?
The Dutch. Tomorrow, Leslie David Baker is going to be here at the Dutch. That's Tuesday.
That's right.
For those of you not listening today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, here is you can still get the bobblehead package, right?
Yeah. So he's going to be here. We're going to have him. If you don't know who Leslie David Baker is, he is Stanley from The Office.
Are we allowed to say that?
You can say that. We cannot say that Stanley from The Office is going to be
But we
here.
can say Leslie David Baker, the actor who played
Stanley
Stanley on the television show The Office.
He will be here.
Will be here.
And I cannot tell you whether or not he will be in character as Stanley. I doubt it, but who knows?
I would imagine he's probably not
coming
going
out
to
a
be.
little bit.
I feel like he's not going to be
Yeah.
in character.
But I could see him throwing a couple, disapproving faces at people who try to ask him for something weird. So do me a favor. Ask him for something weird and see if he gives you like a, yeah.
Zach, have you lost your damn mind? Because
Yeah.
I'll help you find
I'll
it.
help you find it. Yeah. Yeah, gosh, so many great. He's one of my favorite characters. And it's funny, too, like, every now and again watching bloopers pop up for
Yeah.
The Office, like flipping through on the internet.
Mhm.
There are a couple where he has, like, great bloopers. Like, there's one where he introduces himself as Stanley Howard while he's standing next to Ryan Howard. And then Ryan's like, hi, I'm Ryan Howard. This is my dad. And he starts laughing. And I feel like there is nothing better than a good old-fashioned Stanley Hudson laugh. So, I guess that'd be Leslie David Baker laughing. We tried to pick a moment from the show for the bobblehead that was very endemic of who he was as a character.
And so Stanley playing basketball.
Yeah. I mean, if this isn't like the most... It's one of my favorite things on the show is when he starts dribbling.
Yeah.
Because I've been with people who have dribbled like that.
Well,
I
yeah,
used to
there's
play a lot of basketball.
There's a lot of people who do dribble. Like when
Yeah.
you're first learning to play basketball, you do that a lot. You kind of stick your arm back
Yeah.
and you're dribbling.
You're like, I don't want this other one to get in the way. I want full attention on the first one, and there he is. So this can be yours, and you can meet the man, the myth, the legend, Leslie David Baker.
Not
and
only
get
meet,
an
but
autograph.
greet.
You can also greet him.
Yeah.
I guess that's up
Meet
to
and
you.
greet.
The meet there, I mean, it is a meet and greet. I don't think you have to choose either or.
It's not a meet or greet.
Yeah, you can't like send a card and be like, hello. I chose to greet.
I just wanted to greet.
just
I don't want
wanted
to
to
meet
greet.
you. I just
have
wanted
no
to say
desire to
hi.
meet. Oh,
Yeah.
you wanted to. Well, now that we've met, I feel like I can't greet
Now we
you.
need to. Yeah.
How do you meet somebody without greeting them?
Maybe if
do you
you've
just
met
walk
them
in
already.
and say your name?
Joe.
Zach. You
And I'm
walk
outta
away.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we've met. Yeah.
And we have not Gret.
Met and Gret.
Greeted?
What is the
Met and greeted.
Met
How
and
come?
greeted.
How come meet and greet don't have the same past tense? They rhyme, right?
Yeah.
There's no. It's not Gret. It's not meeted. It's met and greeted.
Yeah, that's very interesting. I'm trying to think of other ones like,
Mouse and moose. The plurals are different.
mouse and moose. The plurals are different. Those words don't rhyme though.
You don't rhyme.
So that's Tuesday.
Okay. Anyway,
On Wednesday, we've got another weekend.
Yeah.
Wednesday.
What do we have?
We've also got the Superstars are coming out. Have you ever seen the
Oh,
Superstars?
I have seen it. It's been years.
Yeah.
So can I tell you something?
Yeah.
The Superstars.
No, it's a podcast. Don't tell me anything.
The Superstars have actually made me an honorary superstar before on their Twitter account.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What did you have to do that?
Nothing.
Do you inflate?
I just tweeted about the Superstars, and someone else tweeted about them, and then they called me Joe Bat Seal.
Ah.
So then I guess my superstar would be.
It feels like they missed an opportunity so
would be
hard.
a bat, right? Like
I was
going to
say Joe the Seal, and
Joe
he would
the
be
Seal.
a
Well,
seal.
I mean, now when you're talking about Italians, you're saying Joey the Seal.
Joe the Seal.
I think we're
You
implying
could still
things.
be a bat.
Yeah.
Thank you. Taking a bow. That's Wednesday. Come on out and see the Superstars. Should
They're
be
fun.
a good time.
They're fun. If you've never seen them before, they are a blast.
Yeah, I love anything that introduces chaos, and they feel like a very chaotic group, and I'm very into that.
They are.
Quite
They're fun.
a bit. And then we've got Thirsty Thursday. It's German night.
Yeah.
And if you don't, I don't know how many college kids we have listening to this podcast, but if you are a college kid, you can get into the Dutch on Thursdays with your student ID for free.
Yeah.
Free.
Also, if you know a college student,
yeah,
tell them.
Tell them that they can get in and you have to pay.
That's right.
Yeah.
Especially if they don't like you, they might actually like that idea.
Yeah, like it quite a bit. Like, I'll go to a baseball game with you, but I'm getting in for free.
And you got to pay. And then you come and you enjoy the drink specials on Happy Hour Thursday.
Yeah. So it's $2 Natty Light, $3 Bud Lights, and I believe this Thursday, every Thursday there's a different one.
Yeah.
Last week was Cut
So
Water.
it's 2 Natties, 3 Buds every Thursday.
Yep, and then
a wild card.
I think it's $4 Labatt Blues. Of all things, I thought we
should have done that on Canada
I was gonna
night.
say we're doing a Canada appreciation night, and it just like the deciding factors in both those things were separate from each other. But how great would it be to have Labatt's on Canada night? I think Canada night is not on a Thursday. That's why that's
a real missed. It's
That's
a
why it
real
doesn't
missed
work.
opportunity by
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, but come on out, get some great sausages, and did I say that like Jersey enough? Sausage.
The second time you did.
The second one.
Get some sausage.
Yeah, sausage. That'd be more Minnesota.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was you're moving
Yeah.
away from New Jersey there for a
Yep.
second. So German night, sausages.
Sausages. There will probably be other German related things. We'll play some German music.
Do you have Lederhosen?
I don't honestly. I wish I did. I do have some German in me. Pause for jokes. And then, but I don't own any Lederhosen. I don't own any.
You're telling me that Neubauer, a guy named Neubauer, doesn't have
stands for
Lederhosen?
new farmer in German. I
Yeah.
don't have Lederhosen. I should.
Yeah, why not? What's wrong with you?
It's never come up.
Who do you think you are?
I know. Every time I walk in, they're like, "Sorry, we're fresh out of Lederhosen."
Chef, we just sold our last
Yeah.
pair.
Also, this is a shoe store.
We have child small, but I don't think you'll fit into that.
Yeah, I give it a go.
Yeah.
I tried with the the Squid Game stuff, or excuse me,
did.
the calamari competition stuff.
Yeah, well, it's over now.
Yeah, sure. So the Squid Game stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing can happen there, right?
No. We actually, for video board stuff, we should do Lederhosen. See if we can
we got to
get
track some down before Thursday.
probably on that bookseller online. We could get
Yeah,
some.
that's true. The place that sells books and other things.
Yeah, the place that sells books and
All
other
right,
things.
Very cool. We're gonna make a play for it.
We can prime it right over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom. We can get that later today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same day.
Same day later, Hosen.
Same day Lederhosen.
Yeah.
If
then
you will.
Friday is Friday the 13th. So we're doing like kind of phobia. It's going to be some scary music for the fireworks. Yeah.
Are you superstitious?
I'm not superstitious. I am just like a little stitious.
By the way, it
Office
is Leslie
night.
David Baker
There,
tomorrow.
not office night.
Yeah.
David Baker. No, I do have some superstitions that I subscribe to. I'm not like, it's actually true. I am a little stitious, but not superstitious. Like I never touched the line when I was playing baseball. You know, I always did kind of the like every
The
time.
leap over?
These were all kind of sports. I did the leap over. I would do the like touch the edge, touch the side, touch the middle, spin the bat. It was like every time I walked in.
Well, you better get that done before the pitch clock.
Yeah. Don't step out of the box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to be alert to the pitcher by 9 seconds, or
I think
it's
I
an
can
auto
do that.
strike.
I can be alert to him.
Well, that means
I can be alert
that
to
means,
him from a dugout.
That
though.
means ready to hit.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So it's
Yeah.
not like somebody in the dugout can be like, "I am alert," and then
Yeah,
that
yeah.
counts.
Like it needs to be like you're in your stance and you're ready to go at 9 seconds, or it's an auto strike. That's caused a lot of confusion,
Yeah.
by the way. But that's
that was like the somewhat viral one that went around, is the guy wasn't alert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is like, I don't know. I feel like I like the pitch clock being enforced on the spirit of the rule rather than necessarily the letter. Like, if the guy's in the box, he's not stalling, but he's not alert.
Yeah.
At 9 seconds, I think we're fine. But if he's got a foot out of the box and he's
Yeah.
adjusting the gloves and he's doing all this stuff and it's clearly slowing things down, then sure, go ahead. Like,
Yeah.
again,
Or maybe it's an 11
spirit
a.m.
versus
game
letter.
and you had a late night the night before. You might be in the box ready to hit, and you're still not alert.
Or maybe it's an 11 a.m. game and it's cold and miserable, or you're playing a doubleheader on a getaway day on Sunday. Not that
never
would
be
happen.
ready to hit.
You may never. It's cold and it's
Sure.
25-mile-an-hour winds coming in from straightaway center field, and it's Mother's Day, and you're just not ready to hit like a certain Jersey Shore batter was yesterday. That happened in yesterday's game. About the only thing that actually moved that game along. The games with the pitch clock have been moving very fast.
Yeah.
In general.
Which is its intention.
Exactly.
So good. It's a success.
It's mission accomplished.
Yeah. There you go.
Anyway,
Very cool. So
we digress.
We're going to be celebrating all kinds of different phobias
So that's
and
Friday.
stuff like that on Friday, because very rarely do you get a Friday the 13th. And when you do, you got to take advantage.
And Friday Fireworks, Friendly Auto Group.
Friendly Auto Group, Fireworks Friday. Did I
That's
say
a
that all
lot.
right?
I think it's Friday Night Fireworks presented by Friendly Auto Group
Yeah, all right.
on Friday
We can go
with
with that, too.
fireworks.
Yeah.
From
Either way,
Friendly.
it's a lot of fun. Fireworks are great. The
They
fireworks
are.
have been really good this year.
They really have. I've
Yeah.
enjoyed the heck out of the fireworks shows. Also, if you can't make it on Friday, or if you're like, wow, that Friday one was so great, we also have fireworks every Saturday night too.
Boom.
So Saturday
Nights.
hour earlier on the start time, 6:05.
Yep.
And then fireworks afterwards as well.
And we're theming those ones. It's basically our influencer night.
Get your
Rascal's gonna
selfie stick.
basically become an influencer on that Saturday. It's going to be great. We've been
Does
talking
that
internally
mean-
that there may be certain accounts that get launched on Saturday. There may or may not.
Rascoon?
I don't know. There's been talk about Rascoon's going to get a Twitter account before Rascal does. But yeah, I mean.
Oh, so is Rascal going to get his own social media potentially?
Who knows?
Have we finally
But all
convinced
we know
him?
is that Saturday
Or her? Him?
Saturday is influencer night here at the Dutch, and we're gonna try to get someone to become influencer status. Is all.
Are you?
And we're
an
gonna play some of your
influencer?
music from some of your favorite online videos. Will be the theme song, the soundtrack to the fireworks.
So, like you're saying, like maybe that Fleetwood Mac song,
Yeah.
potentially
Yeah.
Old Town Road,
Ooh,
potentially as well.
potentially.
I believe that was another popular online song
Yeah.
from a certain app that rhymes. No, it doesn't rhyme.
With the Kesha song.
Yeah. Named after a Kesha song.
Yeah, sure. Being really vague. Also, follow our TikTok account.
Oh yeah. That's a good idea.
And then Sunday is Princess Night, or Princess Day, because it's a day game. We're going
It
to
is.
have Princesses here. You can buy a Princess ticket package. It gets you a tiara and a scepter, which is really cool. And then you'll get
Scepter. What is that? Is that like a stick?
it is basically a stick.
A stick. All right.
Yeah.
But it's a
You
fancy
know, like,
stick,
yeah,
and it's
if
got like a little thing on it, right?
Yeah,
like the
like-
crown jewels are scepters, right?
One of them is a scepter.
One
I
of them is
think.
a scepter.
And I think
I
the other
don't.
thing's just a ball, isn't it?
I don't know what the crown jewels look like.
I don't either, honestly.
I have an
The
idea.
only ones I
Hold on.
have a reference for are because I have a 2-year-old and I've watched a ton of Frozen, and she has to
Steal-
hold a ball and a stick.
Steal the crown jewels. That's an idea
That's an
for us.
interesting
Don't
thought.
tell anyone.
Does
though.
that make us in charge of England then?
Pretty sure.
Does that mean we have to start our own monarchy? Because
Not just England.
I don't think that's going to work.
All of the United Kingdom.
Oh my! The whole
The
Commonwealth?
whole.
Like we
empire.
own India? Do they still own India?
They do not, but they. You know what? They own Canada. They got
That's
some weird
so
thing with Canada.
Canada. So Canada Appreciation is really just a celebration of the royals.
Well, I mean, like the Queen is on Canadian money.
That's true.
There's still some sort of weird thing. Australia still has some sort of weird thing with the thing. It's so weird. I don't get it. They
the
should
world
have.
is weird, folks.
They should have just fought wars for independence.
The way you said "fought" sounded very Jersey.
Fought.
Fought.
I've been in New Jersey for a
Hey,
week. I don't know what you
hey.
want from me, huh?
Krebs.
I had gabagool all week.
yeah.
I did find a really good deli close to the hotel,
Nice.
though.
What is gabagool?
It's so it's like a spicy ham. Easiest way to explain it. It's a spicy ham.
All right.
Have you seen the commercials for that national sub chain that wants you to eat fresh?
We were doing such a good job of not giving people free advertising.
Well, why would we?
Yeah.
And I think it's Russell Wilson, maybe, or whoever does their national commercials. Some NFL quarterback.
It's not Russell Wilson.
You sure?
It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
Jimmy Garoppolo? Well, whatever. That's a disappointing.
At least I think.
He is definitely in one. But they're like, and they've got hot capicola, which is exactly how you pronounce gabagool if you don't know how to pronounce it.
Is that how it's spelled?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's spelled C-A-P.
So it's gabagool?
It's gabagool, but it's a whole thing.
You have to throw away the C?
It's a whole
gabagool.
It's a whole old Italian pronunciation. There's a whole reason. There's a whole reason why. So I was actually reading something about why it's pronounced gabagool, even though it's not even spelled anything close to that, and it's got to do with Italian immigrants from the 20s and 30s and leftover ways that they kind of pronounce things still being prevalent in the culture today. But if you were to go to Italy and ask for gabagool, they'd look at you like, what are you from?
You want some capicola?
They're like, what do you want? What are you from the 20s? It'd be like because it's just that's how old men speak.
Yeah.
But it's in America,
sonny, you got that digital pape?
Yeah, like the vernacular.
You mean the internet?
Yeah, the vernacular in America just gets frozen in time from when the people came over, whereas it's progressed over there to the point where now it would just sound really old timey.
Yeah,
it's actually really interesting. But that's the case.
Linguistics.
Yeah. That's the case with a lot of different cultural language things that are prevalent
there's
in
that
America.
dude on that very popular video platform who does all of his he's have a linguist look at people doing accent work in movies and talks about how well they did, but he also does a whole 30. I wish I could remember this guy's name, but he does a half-hour version of diving deep into why people from West Virginia talk a certain way and why people from Virginia talk a different way, and how it all relates to who settled there and when they settled there and why they settled there, and it's wild to actually get into linguistics and why people sound the way they do.
Yeah.
Anyway,
this is a baseball
podcast.
Yeah,
Princess Day is Sunday. It's also a family Sunday, and you can bring your dogs to the ballpark, so make sure you do that.
You can get your Stanley ticket packages, Leslie David Baker ticket packages, and
Password
also
Stanley for no
Password
reason.
Stanley, and then the Princess ticket packages.
Yep.
HVRenegades.com. If you hover over tickets and look at the specialty ticket packages.
Yep.
Thing under the drop-down menu or the menu that pops up, you can get your ticket packages there for the Princess training, the scepter, the tiara, the crown, the whatever, the bobblehead, a pretzel involved in potentially a meet and greet package as well. So
because he is a fan of them, apropos of nothing.
Yeah, well, it's fun. It's good. Actually, I believe he was at one of our former sister clubs on National Pretzel Day just for no reason.
Yeah,
I'm sure
just no reason at all.
But yeah, so that's you can get all those there and come on out.
Yeah, coming out to the ballpark. Joe, any final thoughts? Anything you want to leave us with here as we wrap up the first Renegades Weekly in a while?
No.
All right.
No, I don't.
To take us out.
What does that mean?
To play us out?
To end the show?
To end the show?
Okay.
Those things. Yeah, I was going to say, you won't hear this on the actual live if you're watching on Facebook Live or YouTube or Twitter right now, but if you're listening at home, you will hear the dulcet tones of Renegades Fever to play us out. Sting.
All right, well,
that's it.
We'll talk to everyone next week or a month from now.
See you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.
Peace.
Should maybe actually get up the thing that I need to end the...
Maybe.